Stafford making his debut in L.A., and we saw a little bit of Justin Fields. Michael, did you learn more about the Bears or the Rams on Sunday Night Football?
Well, it was interesting to watch the Rams because, I'm like everybody else. I wanted to see what Stafford does with Sean McVay and that offense, and seeing those guys get up the field is one thing. But what was interesting to me really was watching the Chicago Bears, because I heard all along that, okay, Andy Dalton was promised the opportunity to start, and he did start, but they put that young guy in fast. And they got him in fast. And so when I started watching, I know he only threw 2 passes yesterday.
And ran for a touchdown.
But he ran for a touchdown, and you saw his feet. And then I saw Jason Peters. I saw the tackle get hurt. Then I saw the backup tackle that came in got hurt. And I started saying, wow, how much longer is it going to be before they say, we need all the help we can on this offense, so we need this kid's legs to get him back in a football game. Next week, they'll play the Bengals. And then they'll play Cleveland. Now, the rest of the whole division, Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, they're all losing, so that gives you a little farther run if they continue to lose, that you keep trying to see what you can do with Andy Dalton because you'll be in the race a little bit longer. But I'm like the rest of Chicago. And when I was in L.A., I saw a lot of Chicago fans because they were coming for that game. And I'm like the rest of them right now. I'm ready to see that kid play. I've seen one game of Andy Dalton. I don't know how many more games he'll go. But I'm ready to see what that young kid can do, because he has some dynamicness to his game that I think with that defense that they can give him a spark, and who knows what could happen.
I'm not interested in the Chicago Bears. They don't interest me. I don't think that Pace and Nagy are the guys for that job. That's just how I am with them when it comes to them. I think they're interesting by default. Their offensive line is suspect, so I don't blame them for trying to protect Justin Fields. They got to get Justin Fields because they stupidly passed on Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes to move up in the draft years ago to get Mitchell Trubisky, and that's the kind of decision that it takes you decades to recover from, that level of stupidity, all right? That's number 2, because Deshaun Watson was coming off a national championship. You know what I'm saying? And Mitchell Trubisky was at North Carolina. I mean, no disrespect to their football program. I'm wishing Mac Brown the best, but damn, here's the deal. When I look at Chicago, they'll be interesting because it's by default, the division. Questions about Green Bay, questions about Minnesota, Kirk Cousins not being COVID, vaccinated and stuff like that. And the Lions, I mean, please, we ain't expecting nothing from them, okay? The story to me is the Los Angeles Rams. Let's take into account the backdrop. Damn, that's a beautiful stadium.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm excited for Super Bowl.
SoFi is so fly. I give you that. You had the line when you came on Stephen A's World and you talked about that. It's true. That stadium, just looking at it, it's spectacular, okay? So that's their home. I don't know why the Chargers did. They need to go back to San Diego personally, but that's their home, okay? So you go there, you know the Super Bowl's going to be there. And then you look at their crew. Defensively, they're not good. This is elite. This is Aaron Donald. This is Justin Hollins, who had a couple of sacks last night. This is Jalen Ramsey, who changed his number. I mean, they got a crew of dudes on the defensive side of the ball. And offensively, what were we waiting to see? Matthew Stafford. We know what he could do, but he was in Detroit. Now he's here in Los Angeles. 321 yards passing, 20 of 26, 3 TDs, not a single interception. Okay, I'm looking at a guy.
Went up the field with that
I'm looking at a guy, Cooper Kupp, 108 receiving yards, a 56-yard catch. I'm looking at Van Jefferson, a 67-yard catch, okay? So you can throw the football. You can certainly run the football with Darrell Henderson because he's no joke. Plus, you acquired Sony Michel from New England. And so I'm looking at it from that perspective. And then last but not least, this is incredibly important. Sean McVay didn't trade Jared Goff because Jared Goff doesn't have talent. He traded him because they weren't on the same page. Apparently, there was a personality clash in terms of his willingness to listen to what he was being. I don't know this. I don't cover the Rams. It's according to the reports that they were clashing with one another. What did you see? Michelle Tafoya asked last night, talked about them being on the same page, communicating with each other every single day, having a blast, raving about their relationship and the chemistry and the camaraderie with each other. You got to have that between your quarterback and the head coach if the head coach is considered an offensive guru. You got to have that. That appears to be what they have. And so that combined with the NFC West, seeing Arizona coming, knowing San Francisco is still relevant, and Seattle, That, to me, makes the Rams the story of this game.
You got to have it if you're a young quarterback, that connection. We just talked about Aaron Rodgers, and I don't know what kind of relationship he has with his head coach right now. And the last couple of years, it has worked great over there. Now on this side, and you're absolutely right in this sense, I mean, Jared Goff had 42 wins since 2016. He's tied for second most in the NFL.
Right.
42 wins, and they still say, get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get out.
Right.
We want somebody to take us to the next level.
Because they saying it was because of him. They were saying it was because of their defense.
Lions hung tough yesterday.
And also, they were also talking about the coach having to control everything and wanting a quarterback that can take that step and make those calls.
He wanted a quarterback he believes in.
Do that.
He wanted to believe in the guy that he would defer to.
Well,
I can understand that.
And Chicago wants a quarterback they can believe in. And the dog ain't that quarterback. So I'm glad you gave me that leeway so I can get back to helping my people in Chicago who were begging me yesterday in L.A. Please help us get Fields on the field.
First of all, we all know the people in Chicago were in L.A. because they wanted to get the hell of that windy, away from that windy.
They
September.
wanted to get in the southern. Hey, you been to Chicago in September? It gets cold.
No, but when we were there for the All-Star game, that was real. I was like, I've been to the East Coast my whole life. This is a different deal.
I'm not happy. I love Chicago. I'm not happy y'all talking about my city.
And don't act like you give a damn about Chicago.
I love Chicago.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.